example, we're doing a goblet hold. And the reason we've selected a goblet hold is that's gonna allow for our torso to stay a little bit more vertical, which is gonna allow us to load into our quad and ankle dorsiflexion on the leg that's doing the bending. So on the adductor slide, I'm gonna place my foot on a furniture slider, a piece of cardboard, something that decreases the friction of the surface that you're on, and that leg stays straight. So if I go to the left, my left knee is the one that's bending and working while this right side stays straight. So I'm stepping out. As I get to depth, I'm pulling this leg through, pulling my feet together. A lot of people will really bend at their hips or where their chest faces the ground, and then they'll try to stand up with one side and then kind of like tiptoe the slider over where they're not loading their adductors at all. It needs to be one seamless motion. So I'm stepping out. So instead of kind of going this way and then trying to pull in like so, we want to see a good vertical loading pattern to where I don't shift my torso outside the side of my hip. So I'm getting to depth, and then I'm pulling this foot through. So if you're limited in space, you can alternate to where I did a goblet position here, pull through, switch the slider, step out, pull through. How we scale this is range of motion first. We want to see you getting close to getting to that 90-degree angle before you try to increase the load in your goblet hold position. If you can get deeper than that, it's even better. And then we want to see you add a little bit of load on top of the furniture slider. So if I took a 5-pound or a 2.5-pound change plate, 10 pounds, something along those lines, and then I put my foot on top of that plate, on top of the slider, it's going to increase the load of my adductors and require them to work harder to pull my foot back to midline. If you can do all of those, then increase the load for your dumbbell. But again, range of motion first, load on the lateral slider, then increase the load in your goblet hold.